Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to go over what sold in February for $30 or more. The reason I chose $30 is because I feel like we do strive to sell things for at least $30, especially when our average buy price is around $4 to $5. We want to shoot for at least 30. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to actually go through eBay sales first, and then I'm going to go through my Poshmark sales. So the first thing that sold on eBay on February 2nd was a 9 West trench coat, and it sold for $29.99, and I bought it from the bins. The next thing that sold was a pair of Banana Republic flats. These sold for $34.99 plus shipping, and I actually bought this at regular Goodwill for roughly $7. The next thing that sold for $35 even was a pair of OTBT sandals. I bought these for $4. Buyer did pay shipping. The next thing was a pair of Vionic heels. These sold for $50 on February 3rd, and the buyer also paid shipping, and I bought these for $7. Next thing that sold on February 7th was a pair of the North Face men's snowboard pants. I actually got these from the bins, and they sold for $49 plus shipping. On February 8th, I sold a Reese sweater. It actually had a little hole in it that I repaired, and it sold for $40 plus shipping, and I bought this at the bins. On February 8th, I also sold a beer sign that says bar that lights up. This sold for $60 plus shipping, and I paid $10 for it. On February 9th, I sold a Joie silk blouse. It sold for $45 plus shipping, and I paid $5 for it. I believe $4.50 or $5. On February 11th, I sold an Eileen Fisher tunic for $30 even plus shipping, and I paid $4.75 for that. Okay. February 14th, I sold an Eileen Fisher plus size organic linen tunic, and it sold for $40, and I paid $5, and the buyer also paid shipping. The following day, February 15th, I sold a soft surroundings sweater for $40 plus shipping, and I paid $5 for that. Also on the 15th, I sold a men's Ted Baker sweater for $30. I accidentally put free shipping in there, but that's all right. I paid $5 for it. On February 16th, I sold an Armani Calazioni, or however you say that, blazer. It sold for $45, and the buyer also paid shipping, and I actually found that at the bins. On February 17th, I sold a wooden bowl set. Super random. It sold for $30, and the buyer also paid shipping, and I paid $4 for the whole set. On February 18th, I sold a salam dress, and it sold for $30, and buyer paid shipping, and I bought that at the bins. On February 20th, I sold a Patagonia Retro X sweater. It sold for $100, and the buyer also paid shipping, and I found that at the bins. That was one of my favorite sales. On February 22nd, I sold a Eileen Fisher cardigan. It sold for $30 plus shipping, and I got that one at the bins as well. I had to think about that one for a second. February 24th, I sold Vince slip-on sneakers for $45, and the buyer also paid shipping, and I paid $10 for those. February 26th, I sold a brand new pair of Badgley Michigan heels and I paid $10 for them, and they sold for full price of $89.99. Buyer also paid shipping. February 27th, I sold an Alembica dress, and this sold within 1 day for a full price of $89.99. The buyer also paid shipping, and I paid $7 for that. All right, I got 2 more here for eBay. A Talbot's dress that sold also February 27th, and this sold for $40 plus shipping, and I paid $6.75 for it. And then also on February 27th, I sold a Wolford lace long sleeve top. It sold for $34.99. The buyer also paid shipping, and I bought that for $5. So moving on to Poshmark sales. This part is going to be longer. I made way more Poshmark sales this month compared to eBay. So on February 1st, I sold a brand new tag Bordeaux dress for $50. And I actually paid $12 for this. I bought it brand new at Nordstrom Rack. The next sale was a brand new J. McLaughlin one-piece swimsuit. It sold for $60, and I bought that at the bins. The next thing is a Lane Bryant, and this was on February 2nd. This sold for $35. I paid $6.50 for that. On February 2nd, I sold a pair of Vionic leather boots for $38, and I paid $7 for those. Also on February 2nd, I sold a Diane von Furstenberg silk wrap dress for $40. This one sat for a while. I did pay $6.75 for that. Next up is a bundle. The bundle order came out to $104, and this was 6 items. And let me see here. So I paid $10 for everything in the bundle. So, okay, sorry. I had to think for a little bit. Okay, so I paid $10 for the bundle, and the whole bundle sold then for $104. What was in the bundle, as you guys can see, I'll just go through it. It was American Eagle, Old Navy, Barefoot Dreams, Just Fab, Altered State, Lucky Brand. So this is a good example of why I pick up those lower end brands, because a lot of people like to mix those in with higher end brands, and then you get even more of a return when you make those bundle sales. Next up was a Lisa Frank. A lot of you guys were really interested in this hoodie. I posted it on Instagram. It sold for $35. I bought this at the bins, and it literally sold in seconds when I listed it. Like, a lot of people were waiting on it. That was a really cool sale. That was probably one of my favorite sales this month, just because of like how fast it sold. All right, skipping along here, trying to find my next sale that was for at least $30. All right, here we go. On February 7th, I sold a pair of Johnny Was embroidered leggings for $50, and I bought these at the bins. Next up is on February 7th, I sold an Eileen Fisher mohair zip jacket. It sold for $55, and I paid $5 for that. February 7th, I sold a brand new LNA distressed sweater. This sold for $60. I actually found this, it was brand new with tags, but I removed the tags because it didn't have the original tags on it, and I actually found this at Marshall's in the clearance section. I believe it was about $8, so not bad. On February 8th, I sold a brand new Lucky Brand Bohemian dress for $30. I paid, I believe, $6 for that one. On February 9th, I sold a brand new with tags, Joie color block sweater. This one sold for $50, and I paid $6.50 for that. On February 9th, I sold a pair of Athleta joggers for $38 and I paid $4 for those. On February 9th, I sold a pair of Spanx super skinny pants and they sold for $30 and I got those at the bins. On February 10th, I sold a pair of Lucky Brand leather booties. They sold for $30, I paid $7. On February 10th, I sold a Madewell dress. This one was a silk dress, very pretty. This one sold for $30 and I paid $7. February 10th, I sold a Luna Luz linen lagging look type of style. This sold for $30 and I actually found that one at the bins. It took a little bit to sell. On February 11th, I sold a Bowden pink printed wrap dress for $40. I actually found this at the bins and it sold within 1 day. And it was in my death pile. So if you have a death pile, make sure you list it because things can sell right away. All right, I have a bundle for $30 and this was on February 11th. I sold a Forever 21 graphic t-shirt and a pair of Bershka mom jeans. Both of these items came from the bins, so I paid roughly about $1 each and them together sold for $30. Next up, on February 12th, I sold a 3-item bundle for $68. In the bundle, there was an Eileen Fisher dress, a vintage belt, and a Cavello jacket. Altogether, I paid $9 for all 3 items. The Eileen Fisher dress was $7, and then the other 2 items were from the bin, so I consider that about $1 each. February 12th, I sold a pair of redone Levi's studded cutoff shorts. They sold for $50 and I paid $4 for those. All right, next up we have on February 12th, I sold a bundle. It was a Nirvana band sweater along with a vintage cat bag. And they, together I paid $6 for both items and they both sold together for $35. Next up on February 13th, I sold a pair of Anthropologie Pilcro high-rise flare jeans. These sold for $40 and I paid $7. On February 14th, I sold a pair of Lori Goldstein sneakers. I shared these on Instagram. They took a little bit to sell, but they sold for $30 and I actually paid $10. So I basically just doubled my money, which is okay. They were really, really cute. I knew I shouldn't have been paying $10 for them in the first place, but sometimes you find those items and they might be a little overpriced, but they're too cute to just let them sit. Next up on February 15th, I sold a brand new Urban Outfitters linen jumpsuit. This sold for $40. I paid $5. I actually found this on clearance at a department store, so a little bit of retail arbitrage there. Not bad. On February 15th, I sold a vintage 90s Guess jeans. These sold for $40 and I actually found those at the bins. Alright, I did have a sale in my closet where I did anything 25 and under was 3 for $30. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made 5 of those sales. So I'm just gonna mention that. I'm not gonna go through and say what's all in them just because it was a sale that I was having on Instagram and just to save time on this video. They were all lower end brands that I discounted down, so nothing crazy. So next up I have a new Attack Everlane sweater. This sold so fast. It sold for $50 and I paid $5 for it. Next up on February 18th, I sold a vintage Sandro leather crossbody bag. This sold for $35 and I found it at the bins. February 18th, I sold a pair of Madewell, the Perfect Summer Jean. These sold for $35 and I paid $4 for those. I found those at some random thrift store. Super random. On February 18th, I sold a pair of Bionic wedge booties. These sold for $64 and I paid $12 for those. Vionic is honestly one of my favorite shoe brands to sell lately. They have been selling so good and very quickly. February 19th, I sold a Alice and Olivia polka dot silk blouse. This sold for $40 and it sold within 2 days of listing. I paid $4.75 for it. It had actually like a couple little flaws on it that I noted, and it still sold for $40. So I was very happy with that. Next up is on February 20th, I sold a pair of Rodeo Quincy embroidered cowboy boots. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you probably saw this in my story. I talked about this sale in particular. It sold for $130, which you would think is like crazy good, but I made the mistake and I paid $60 for them. So my return was only $44 in profit, so not great. But would I do it again? Probably, because they sold within a week, so I was happy with that. Also, sorry about my voice, it keeps cracking. I have like a sore throat, so I'm trying to just like get through this video. Alright, we're almost done. On February 20th, I sold a Diane von Furstenberg laced sheath dress. This actually sold for full price for $83 and I paid $8.50 for it. Next up was a bundle sale. It was 2 items and they sold for $39, and it was a sun-dry dress and an Anthropologie Erie and Alley shirt that I absolutely loved. I love that shirt. Both of those items came from the bins. Next up, on February 22nd, I sold a Lululemon jacket for $30 and I paid $5 for that. Alright, I have another bundle sale, and this was on February 24th, and it was for $53.10 because somebody actually made a bundle, added the 2 items, and they just bought outright with my bundle discount. So it was a Sleeping on Snow cardigan, and then it was also a pair of Kate Spade shoes. I paid $13 for both things together. Next up is on February 24th, I sold a Madewell bag. This was actually my last thrift haul video, and I got it from the bins. It sold for $35, but it had so much damage and I couldn't believe how fast it sold. I was happy with that. Next up on February 24th, I sold a Alexa Chung for Madewell collab sweater for $30, and I got that at the bins. Next up is a bundle sale. It sold for $40 and it consisted of a Madewell jean and a Queen graphic t-shirt. I paid $5 for both things together. Alright, next up is another bundle. It sold for $40 and it was actually 3 of those vintage little girls dresses that you guys seen in one of my past haul videos recently. So all 3 came from the bins, so roughly $3. Next up is a pair of Lane Bryant. This was on February 25th. They're just some Lane Bryant jeans. They sold for $30 and I got those at the bins. Next up is my favorite sale for the entire month on here. It was a pair of redone jeans. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you know when I found these, I documented it. I was so happy. These ended up selling for $150 and I paid $7 for them. They were my size, but sadly they were just a little bit too big, so I sold them, but I'm not mad about it. Next thing was a bundle. It sold for $34.20. It was 2 of those vintage girls dresses, so both of those came from the bins. February 26th, I sold a new Joie silk dress for $50 and I paid $7. Alright, next thing is on February 26th, I sold a vintage 1970s floral, like a maxi / wedding dress. If you guys follow me, you know that I posted it a little bit ago. It got so much attraction, so many likes. It got discounted all the way down to $50, which I knew was way too low. I did not want to sell that dress for $50 at all. So I deleted it, relisted it. A lot of people were mad that I relisted it at such a higher price, and they tried offering me $50, but I didn't want to take it. So relisted it at $120, and somebody offered me $80, and I took it within a heartbeat. I paid $7 for it. I hope this person wears it to their wedding or a special event, because the dress is seriously, it's so gorgeous. Alright, next up I have a Lily Pulitzer top. This was a recent find. It sold for $38, and this was on February 27th. Alright guys, we have just a few more. Hopefully my voice sticks around. Next up, on February 27th, I sold a brand new pair of Madewell jeans. I bought these retail arbitrage for $16. They sold for $50. So I basically just doubled my money, which is okay because they sold in a week. Alright, next up I have a Peruvian Connection sweater. This sold on February 27th for $30. I paid $5. Alright, we got two more sales. This was February 27th. Also, two items sold in a bundle for $55.80. I paid $10 for both things combined. So it was an Anthropologie top and a Topshop, which was also in one of my last recent hauls. And then the final sale on Poshmark in February that was above $30. Well, technically, we're not at the end of February yet, but I wanted to film this today. So this sale happened today for, where we at? $45, and it was a Madewell star printed sweater, and also this cute cardigan that it has like balloon sleeves with like stripes on the end. So I picked it up just for style. It's like a no-name. It's Pop Sugar, nothing crazy, but I always mention I pick things up for style. So the Madewell top was from the bins, and the sweater cost me about $5, so $6 in total with a profit of $30. So those were all my sales this month that were at least $30 or more. I hope this video helps you out when you're thrifting and sourcing and trying to figure out what you should buy and how much you should pay for it. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great week and a great sales month for March. Bye.